Can you imagine the exact same game, the exact same HUD, the exact same Sims, but a totally different experience? Hello baby boys! Oh my god, yes, it's another Pleasantview video, but not just any Pleasantview. You know, I grew up playing The Sims 2. These streets raised me. These Sims taught me. I have such a strong bond with this HUD, but after all these years playing in Pleasantview, I needed something new. So here it is, my version of Pleasantview, the Open Pleasantview, available for download on Mod The Sims. I also want to make an open strange town, but I need to know if you guys actually want it. If so, let me know in the comments, like this video, and subscribe if you want more Sims 2 creative content. I'm all about creating stuff in The Sims 2, and I've always dreamed of improving people's experience with the game. That's how Perfect Wood was born, a whole hood in just one lot, mimicking an open world. I have a whole video about Perfect Wood, as well as one about my open world system for The Sims 2. Now I've done the same thing for Pleasantview. The good news is that Open Pleasantview runs very smoothly. There's no lag at all, at least not for me. With this open concept, every family lives on the same lot, so you can visit your neighbors and even peek at their drama. The game feels so much more alive and immersive like this. You can also visit a bunch of families at once, like Angela can have her first kiss with Dustin Broke while Lilith babysits Alexander Goth, Daniel hits on the Calientes, and Mary Sue gets back at him with Don Lotario, all happening at the same time. How does that work anyway? Well, Pleasantview had to be split in 2 lots instead of just 1. That's because you can only have 4 playable families per apartment building, and we have 8 families in Pleasantview. This is a new, clean, and safe-to-play version of Pleasantview, and it features every single aspect of the original. You'll be only missing the community lots and empty houses. Every ancestor is here, every memory, every personality point, star sign, aspiration, the scripted events, the furniture, every bio, everything that I could replicate, I did. Oh, and just so you know, those scripted notifications showed up every time you load the lot, so after you play each family the first time, feel free to delete them from the HUDs folder. The only thing really missing are the original ones from when the game starts in Pleasantview. I don't know how I could make them the same. Recreating everything wasn't easy, it took a lot of work, so if you can, give the video a like, subscribe, and drop a comment. It really helps more people find it. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I feel a little underestimated here, but I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm Brazilian and we don't give up, ever. When I'm creating something like this, it can get pretty exhausting because I hold myself to high standards. Sometimes I'm like, I don't wanna do it like with the ancestors, but then I remember people are going to download it for their games, so it needs to be perfect, cause I love my audience and they deserve nothing but the best. These versions of the premies also have proper infant face genetics, thanks to I've Computer on Mod The Sims. I had to extract each Sim's appearance from Ivy's version of Pleasantview, and then I recreate them in my HUD. Many ancestors don't have any character data, so we can't extract their appearances, so I used Carrot's amazing recreations of the ancestors instead. Yeah, it was a lot of work, but I cared too much about these details to just let them go. It was also somewhat special to me because I got to go back and revisit a lot of parts of The Sims 2 that I hadn't in many years. And if you spot any oversights in the memories, that's not my fault. For example, Dina and Nina both remember Nina growing up badly, but as a positive memory. Mortimer remembers teaching Alexander how to talk, but Alexander remembers being taught by Bella. Brandy Broke remembers giving birth to Bo after Skip's death, so how come she's pregnant again? Well, it doesn't make sense, but I wasn't trying to fix Pleasantview, I was just recreating it. Lot number 1 is Sin Lane. Here you'll find the Goths, the Pleasants, Don Lothario, and the Calientes. They're the most dramatic families in Pleasantview, and that's why they're living together. Playing here is chaotic as hell, so be prepared for anything and everything. In this version, I had to move the stairs inside Don's condo and resize his balcony since the original extended beyond the walls. Now when I look back, I think the balcony was probably okay, and the only problem was the stairs, so maybe one day I'll edit these. I added back doors to the condos so they can get to their backyards. The backyard in the Goth and Pleasant homes is a bit smaller in my version, just due to space limitations. Oh, and I also added ceilings to every house so we won't rain inside anymore. The roof color might also be different since we can't have more than one roof color per lot, and not all the houses have the same one. Other than that, everything looks the same. In Sin Lane, you also find a functional recreation of 330 Main Street, Pleasantviews Boutique, so you can visit your neighbors and shop in the same lot. That's what I'm talking about. Did you know this was possible in The Sims 2? The shared outdoor areas in the lot were inspired by Pleasantviews aesthetic. They include small plazas with chess tables, benches, trees, and flowers to match the neighborhood's vibe. I could add even more stuff, but that wouldn't fit Pleasantview. Woodland Drive is our second lot. The Dreamer, Broke, Oldie, and Burb families are living here. There is no community lot in this one. I had to add a back door to Brandy's trailer as well so they could access her backyard, but everything else is pretty much the same. I know people usually pair Darren with Cassandra, but I think he belongs with Brandy. They have so much in common when you think about it, and now they live really close to each other. It's a perfect match. I wanted to be lazy and just make trailers instead of these houses since they'd be much easier to recreate, but then I thought, no, everyone knows the Burbs and the Oldies don't live in trailers, so I gave up on that idea. When I'm making something for others to download, I want it to be as perfect as it can be. Woodland Drive may not be as dramatic as Sin Lane, but trust me, the game just got 10 times harder for these families. Open Pleasantview might be fun, but the rents start at 4K and go up to 9K, so you get the picture. Capitalism is so back. That's why every family except the Goths starts with more money than they originally had. But not enough money, like Brand Broke needs to get a job ASAP, or I'm not even sure what happens if you don't pay rent in this game. The oldies are about to die anyway, so they're safe, but everyone else will be struggling to pay the bills. I like that extra hard aspect of it. It makes some dynamics more intense, like Dina go digging and Darren Dreamer having to think twice about his career. So much more realistic. I was able to make apartments with backyards thanks to the invisible fence. It's an item in the game, but you need to unlock it. It's amazing and the only way I could have ever made Open Pleasantview happen. The Hoods folder is numbered 778 because it comes right after Perfect Woods 777, so you can keep your Creusa's collection in sequence. Once I'm done with Open Strange Town, I want to start a brand new custom hood. I'm thinking of a bigger hood, still in the open concept, but with 4 or 5 large lots. But I need your help because I'm torn between Starwood, a hood based on fame and power, and Monsterwood, a gothic supernatural hood. Oh, and I'm not doing Verona View or the others. Not even an open version would make me want to play them, so that's your reason why. Now, of course, this concept is becoming more popular with me, but I know some folks were already playing with this open concept many years ago. Not in a full recreation of Pleasantview though. I'm crazy excited to hear what you think of this, and if you ever get to play it, let me know how it goes. I made this for you, but maybe one day I'll start a let's play here too. I was thinking of maybe making an Uber hood with all my custom hoods. That would be cool. That's it for today's video, baby boys, and I'll see you in the next one.